That's my face clear.
Yeah.
Okay, you said it was something around here.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Okay,
Right here.
well, that's just a bump. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, guys. Hi, this is John Jester here, live. Just came to do a quick video, and what I wanted to do was to I got to figure out how to get mic check 1 2. I want to make sure my mic is picking up. Okay, good. All right, I was hearing doubles in my ear. Mad flavor in the ear. I'm kicking new flavor in your ear. New flavor in your ear. So what I'm doing today is I'm just gonna do a video that I did earlier. I did one last month. But what I'm gonna do first things first is I'm going to turn this volume down so I don't keep hearing myself. I hope the volume is still picking up on this recording. So I'm gonna go through it anyway, just to make sure, then I'll see how it comes out. So what I'm doing, guys, for anyone who watches this, I'm actually doing this for some people that I work with, team members that I work with. For new people that came in last month, I did this training, and I kind of did it the long way, going with the trend. And when I'm doing it with the trend, it's a little longer process sometimes before you get into a trade, but at the same time, it gives you more of an assurance that the trade is going to take profit. So you could do both ways. What I'm going to show you now is the original way, the way it was originally set up. And I'm trying to keep that sound down and show you the technique the way it was originally set up, because I do a cross between the two of them sometimes. So right now you see me, I'm here on my analyzer. And what I'm going to do is show you the steps for taking a trade the original way that I learned how to do it. Now, last month, I think somewhere around the 20th, that video I did was the kind of, I won't say advanced way, but more of a strategically, there's no guarantees in life, but there was more of an assurance way that you can just close your eyes and go to sleep and know that eventually it's going to get there. This way it can be like that also, but it's not. The probability is about 90%. The other way, last month, it's about a 92 to 95% chance. Okay, so what I'm going to do one at a time, I'm going to show you. Let me first put up the list, and I'm going to go through the steps. Okay, ECC 11. I'm going to put up the steps for what you have to do, and then I'll go through it on the chart. Okay, so let me read the steps to you. And all right, the trading steps, you wait for it to hit the ching ching. The market is closed right now, so we won't hear any ching chings today. All right, and then you're going to click on the button to load up the chart. You're going to draw a horizontal line where the call is, the price, the call price. All right, make it the color that that stands out so that you know that this is the call line. Also, you're going to confirm if the red line is in conjunction to the blue based on the buy or sell. And I'll show you that as we get there. All right, if the line's in its proper position based on the call, go to the lower time frame, which means we're going to be at the 15. We're going to go down to the 5-minute time frame and to confirm if the setup is identical to prepare for entry. If the setup is identical, you're going to execute your trade. If the setup is opposite, then that means it's a pullback happening So you should wait for the setup to become identical before you hit execute. All right, once the trade is ready for entry, do a market execution right away, bang. And then you go back into the trade, you modify, and then you add in your take profit and your stop loss. All right, so a couple things over here. You're gonna make sure your settings are set on 6, 13, 26, and 13. You're gonna make sure your style has the red line up top and the blue line second. When you first come on, the red line is gonna be second and the blue line is gonna be first. And some more directions here. So check the entry and the time frame on the analyzer. Check to see if the red line crossed above or below the blue line. All right. And when it's above, it crosses above, that means it's a buy. When it crosses below, that means it's a sell. If it has crossed on the 15-minute, get in for the 10 pips. On the 5-minute chart is only for 3 to 5 pips. So we're always looking to get for 10 pips. So we're going to always be basing it off of the 15-minute chart. All right, you can trade anytime. The red line is crosses over the blue line, and does not have to be above or below the cloud. You can actually even do it in the cloud. Okay, just make sure, this is a note, make sure that you're at least 10 pips away from the top or the bottom of the cloud, because when it hits the top or the bottom, it's going to bounce. First 2 or 3 times that it hits it. Now, if the red blue cross is within the cloud, you may have a pullback, or if it's congested, that means consolidation. So do not take the trade. And the red blue crosses over can be referred to as the Tinkerson, TK cross. All right, so now I just read that to you. So now I'm going to go into the charts and show you what that means. All right, so let's imagine that we had a ching ching that came up. What you would do is you would come over here, and you can either click on here, and it would take you right to the chart. I like to type it in like this, GBP AUD, and did hit enter to bring me up to the chart. For some reason, when you click on it, if you have any lines on here saved from a previous chart, they tend to go away. So what I do is when you type it in, it tends to save it. All right, so let's imagine that this GBP AUD was the last trade call. And you see around here, it says 6 hours and 14 minutes ago. That's because it's Christmas Eve and the market is closed right now. And the market probably won't open back up until 5 o'clock on Christmas Day. So, so I'm going to pretend right now that the market is live and see if I would have taken this trade according to the rules. So now, being that it's a red box, that means we're looking for a sell. These green boxes here, they're looking for a buy. So the red box, we're going to go to the 15-minute chart. All right, and we're going to check and see if the red line, since it's a sell, we want the red line to be below the blue line. Here's the red line right here. And here's the blue line. So we see the red line is above the blue line. So immediately we're going to say that's a no-go. We have to wait until the red line is below the blue line. All right, so let me move on to another one. EURAUD, that's a sell also. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure the red line is below the blue line. And I see right here, it's about to cross over. All right, the market stopped, but it's about to cross over. You see the red line. Let me blow it up a little bit more for you. And you should be able to see very clearly that the red line is about to come down and cross over. So if it did cross over, or once it crosses over, you want to come over here and you want to drop down to the 5-minute and make sure that it's crossed over on the 5-minute also, which it already is. All right, so when the market opens back up, this should be a good trade to jump into. So let's look at the steps here. Let me blow this up. All right, so we pretend we heard the ching ching. All right, we click on we load the chart up. We're going to draw a horizontal line where it was called in the price. Let's do that so you can see how that works. This is EURAUD. It was called at 1.599 5.98. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line. You can just drop it anywhere. I'm going to make it yellow because yellow stands out. All right, and then what you do is you come here, you go to this gear, it's the settings. You click on there and you put the same numbers in. 1.59998. And it's going to put it at that level, which is right here. All right, so the market is currently above here, and the market is coming towards this way. Once it gets here, we wanted to go from here down 10 pips. So I'm gonna clone this, and I'll make this one green for 10 pips. And 599, I'm gonna go 598. 598.98 will be exactly 10 pips. All right, just to show you. All right, that's 10 pips in between. So what you will want is when the market came down here, it'll probably tap here a couple of times, 1, 2, 3 times maybe, and then break through. Or what it may come on the close through, close and then go back and retest and then take it down here, one or the other. All right, so what you make sure you would place a trade right here, you execute right here, and then you put your take profit right here. All right, we'll talk stop losses on another video. All right, but this is where you're trying to go from here to here. So the market is on its way down here now. It's already crossed over on the 5-minute, which shows that on the 5-minute it's going down. As soon as it's crossing over on the 15-minute. And then when it gets down here, you can enter the trade. All right, so that's part of, that's the short way to do it. So let's make sure we covered everything. We drew a horizontal line where it was called at. Confirm where the red line is in conjunction to the blue line based on the buy sell, which means the red line is underneath the blue line. If the line is in the proper position based on the call, meaning that the red line is below the blue line, up to the lower time frame and confirm it, which we did. We went to the 5-minute. If the setup is identical, once they're both like that, we execute the trade. All right, it wasn't opposite, so we have to worry about that. Once the trade is in there, you just do me the execution, go back and put your take profit and your stop loss in. All right, so that was everything right there. So this is a trade for tomorrow after 5 o'clock. We'll be looking for this EUR AUD to start coming down to here and take it on down to here. You can actually, you know, if you use proper risk management, you can actually get in and get an extra 7 pips out of it. Now, what we normally do, once we get our 10 pips, we normally look to the left to see if we can go any further. All right, so one of the things I didn't notice as soon as I came here, I see our green line, which I call a money line, stops right here. So I normally wouldn't go any further than our money line. So I would not have my first take profit right up above this line right here, which means I will actually, in this case, do the opposite and go from 59943 to 600,043. There you go. All right, so I will actually enter right here to here only because of this green money line. Let me see how much further it would go. Just curious now. All right, the next money line would be down here. So we would have made it, the next one. Let me clone this real quick. All right, so we still would have made it. So we're gonna make this take profit 2. Take profit 1, take profit 2. All right, so that's one trade. So we're gonna go to the next one and find another one for this evening. GBP USD. All right, so this would be a buy. So these lines, these horizontal lines would be off only because these was called so long ago. Now this one was called 10 hours ago. So normally when you are doing this live and the market is open, when they call when it comes up, it's going to be somewhere near where the market is. I want you to keep that in mind. It's going to be somewhere near here, okay, where the market currently is. If I put these numbers in, just like the last one I did, it's probably going to be further down. 29531, 1.29531. All right, that's not too far. All right, so we're doing the buy, so we can see this activate the buy, and that was 10 hours ago. Up on the hourly chart. I can even mark 10 hours if I wanted to, just to get more exact. $10 hours and 7 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bang. So X marks the spot. This is where the crossword was called. And you can see it bounced, it closed above, came back, retested, and then went on up. We wanted to go up 10. We wanted to go up 10 pips. I'll move down a little bit. We're still good. 10 pips. We're going to clone it. And we're going to make that 29632. That'd be 10 pips. Make that green. Okay, so that'll be 10 pips. So we're actually from here, they almost hit it there, but then it hit it right here. So it actually completed this call. All right. So that was a good call. It completed, and notice that it was in the cloud when it did do it. So you don't always have to be in the cloud. All right, so that one's done. Let me do one more. USD Chief. USD Chief. By the way, if you notice how this keeps moving, when I'm scrolling down, by the time I come over here and look, sometimes it moves before I go back. You can come right up here to the left-hand side, hit that pause button, and then make it stay right here. All right, so I'm gonna grab a horizontal line. I'm gonna drop it right here. It doesn't matter where I drop it because I'm gonna put the coordinates in here in the settings department. And USD Chief 98074. So that's where the line is. Let me put the vertical there too, so I can see how long ago that was. 10 hours also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Bang, the cross marks where it was called. And let's go down 10 pips. I'll clone this, make this green. And we're gonna make this 10 pips 980. It's gonna go to 97975. All right, that's the 10 pips. It's almost there. It might have hit too. So this thing has a nice high accuracy. All right, so at minimum 90%. So that one would have hit. You would have got in around here. That one would have hit is 10 pips. Okay, it broke through. This is like a support. So when it calls these numbers over here, This is like a support and resistance. So it broke through, came back, retested, and then took it down. Okay, so good call there. All right, so just keep in mind, want the red line to be below the blue line. And once you see it below the blue line on the 15-minute, which it is right here, starting to flatten out, you want to check the 5-minute and make sure it was below on the 5-minute also. Okay, so this is on the 5-minute, so we're talking hours ago. Here you go, where it had to be below the blue line. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's the short way. I'm going to attach this one to the other video. I'm going to put them both together. So this one's going to be in the description of the other video, and the other video is going to be in the description of this video. That way you can have both the long way and the short way of how to do it. Okay. So that's pretty much it. This is John Jester signing out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and give me a call. All right. Talk to you later. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.